Hello YouTube vintage stereo collectors and appreciators. Here's a real oldie unit. It's a Nikko FAM-12 stereo tuner from the mid-60s into the late 60s. I think they made them for 3 or 4 years. And it's a really nicely built unit. Like, it's actually heavy. It's as heavy as a comparable sized amp. And it's actually kind of, this is the third one of these I've had on my bench. And it's weird. I thought, okay, I'm losing my marbles. I don't remember the last one having this much electronics in it. So I went and dug up some pictures. I've been taking pictures since most of my stuff since 2015 and some stuff before that. I take fairly complete pictures before and after restoration. And I look and I'm like, I'm right. The last one I did, which was a FAM-12, exactly the same face and everything. The multiplexer board was smaller. This filter board, whatever it is, wasn't there at all. And then the AM/FM/IF. So they must have done a little bit of, what do you call it, like fine tuning in the lab. Anyway, I want to try this one out. I've got my trusty Realistic SA101 amp, some headphones. So let's put it on. I just want to mention the power cord socket. This has an interlock like other Nikkos. Is broken, and this is the third one I've done with the third broken socket. Anyway, I just have it to the side here so it won't touch anything. Now it has an LED bulb which really perks up the lighting. Let's see what we get. Oh, we're on AM. Well, that control needs cleaning, that's for sure. I don't see the stereo light coming on. And it's definitely in mono. It's picking up tons of stations with basically 18 inches of wire. Really pulling a lot, but it's not in stereo. And what I notice is this multiplex circuit right here, one of the tuning cores is right out the top of it. It doesn't make sense. It should be like somewhere, you know, between the either end of the coil so that it interacts with the coil so you get reactance. So this has been turned out, and I'll bet you that has quite a bit to do with it. But I do have music both channels, which is kind of good. It's all discrete, and it's filled with C454 and C458, the little orange transistors you see there. They're prone for noise, but it actually sounds pretty good. I'll probably change the ones, at least the ones in the audio output section, to keep the noise down. Some of the others in the IF section probably doesn't matter if the transistor is working. But I'll get to work on this one and see how it turns out. Now, why would you restore such an old tuner when everybody's listening to either records or digital downloads or CDs? Well, there's a couple stations around here that have, like, people that actually have shows that play records on the air, and there's not as much compression in their signal, and it's kind of fun to listen to. And I gotta tell you, this is going to ruffle a few feathers. The other versions I had of this one, well, I'll put you this way. The first one I had, which was in 2017, was this same circuit layout with 5 boards. And at the time, it blew me away how good it sounded. In fact, I bench tested it against a Sansui TU-717. And I gotta tell you, it was darn close. There's something about this one, the network, the de-emphasis network, it's not an integrated circuit, it's not a package circuit. It's all laid out discrete components, and it works really well. There's no filtering, no high frequency blend, nothing like that. If the station's strong, you're getting it in the fidelity, if the frequency range that they broadcast it in. That's all I can say. And then the second one, which was a little different design than this one, had a smaller board here. It sounded equally as good. Absolutely, it worked so good I sold it. I don't know if anybody's ever experienced that. You get something restored, you have it for maybe 6 months, a year, and just like, okay, yeah, I've had enough. I'll move on. Anyway, thanks for watching and listening.